Hey, Josie.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm brilliant. Really good, yeah.
Oh my gosh. We were just like Carmen Jones seems to be coming up a lot.
I know.
The world,
Long time ago.
it's such a long time ago, but it was
Yeah,
a time where a particular amount of artists met each other and we've all
yes.
stayed in contact,
An
which is,
amazing group of people.
yeah, just a phenomenal group of people.
Mm.
And people who we're now seeing are having amazing careers as well, which is wonderful. You being one of them. And so you would have been, we had Rodney L. Clark on yesterday,
Yeah, lovely Rodney.
and you would have been a few times his Carmen to
Yes,
Husky
he was
Miller.
my Husky Miller.
Yeah,
He was my boxer.
he was. And I swear, like, I remember, because I was saying Carmen Jones was like one of my first jobs.
Mm.
I just left
Yes,
teaching, and I remember seeing you, and I was like, I want what she has.
strutted the stage.
Josie, you are fearless.
Ah,
You are fearless as an artist. I had never been up close to a woman who was so in her power and just was unafraid to show what she could do. And oh my God,
I think you kind of have to be that way if you're playing Carmen. You've got to. It's all or nothing
I
with
know, but
that
I think
character.
I've been used to sitting on a trading floor. I've never experienced a woman like as fierce and fearless and alive. And
Yeah.
thank you because you were an inspiration to me. I have to.
Oh, thank you. It was a fun time, and I think we did that show in the summer,
Yes,
and
yeah,
it was wonderful on the South Bank
yeah.
Festival Hall. It was just, yeah, wonderful experience. I loved it.
Hey, we are 9:01. Good morning. I am Nadine Benjamin. I am the intuitive verbally soprano. I'm an NLP certified NLP mind coach and a certified high performance coach and also a theta healer. I am also a professional opera singer who loves singing all over the world, and I love connecting, championing, and celebrating people. And one of the people that I want to really celebrate today is the wonderful, wonderful actress, musical theatre performer and personal trainer Josie Benson. So Josie Benson is a seasoned West End musical theatre performer in shows such as Phantom of the Opera, Porgy and Bess and Sweeney Todd. Alongside this, Josie is an ultra marathon runner, and she now has her own personal training business and boot camp where she inspires others to embrace a healthy lifestyle. Oh, thank you for being here with us, Josie.
It's my pleasure.
So, as I always say every morning, my lovelies, if you need any kind of support, any kind of help, we are not GPs or psychiatrists. So please pick up the phone. They are there for your support. And if you know somebody who needs some support and are shy to do so, or you think something may not be wrong, maybe a little bit not right, pick up the phone to them and just check in and see if they're okay. We really encourage this, especially at this time as we're in the longest stint of this now, and it would be really brilliant if you could. Hey, Susan, morning to you. Hey, Aniko. Aniko is saying, great to meet you, Josie.
Hey.
Good morning, saying good morning to you both, and so is Susan Pentland. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. So, Josie, can you tell us, how you started in this business of musical theatre? How did it happen?
Well, you know what? I was adopted when I was 6 months old into a very musical family.
No.
Yeah, very musical family. My cousin's an opera singer. My mum is a cellist and a pianist.
No.
A very creative family. Lots of people in the family are artists, musicians.
Yeah.
My son is a spoken word artist,
Wow.
So it was kind of like a natural progression.
Yeah.
The first West End show I did was Phantom of the Opera, which was just, wow, incredible. Back then, everything was done properly, I played Madame Giry many times, and it was just, wonderful. A dream come true.
Oh wow, the Phantom of
Yes,
the
yes.
Opera.
They used to call me Scary Jerry. My one was particularly scary. I don't know why. I mean, yeah. They kind of go like this. They saw me walking down the corridor and that amazing black get up.
Oh, but it's just that it is your presence, though. I think you're so able to take hold of who you are as a performer, and you don't apologise for it. I think that would be no, and I think that's wonderful. You know,
well, sometimes I do apologise if I think I was shit. If I think I did a shit. Sorry, language. Sorry, kids. If I did a terrible performance. I can be one of those performers sometimes who kind of gets in their head, you know. Well, I was awful.
We can all get in our head sometimes. I've had many performances where I get in my head. And I really want to identify with you around the adoption. I was adopted at 16. And, you know, and my father was in corporate finance. He was a Scotsman. And he was in corporate finance in the city, and that's how I got into merchant banking. That was that was why. So I really identify that we need to have, you know, when we have these people, we are influenced in how they are, you know.
Yeah. So, yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, in terms of your musical theatre journey, did you? I mean, did you go to any training school, or how did that work?
Yeah. So initially, I trained at LAMDA.
Yeah.
As back then they called it a classical theatre artist.
Yeah.
So I trained as a Shakespearean actress.
Yeah.
At LAMDA for 3 years, and pretty much as soon as I left, went on to do musicals. I think the first one I did was South Pacific.
Oh wow!
Where I was playing Bloody Mary and the ensemble.
Yeah.
And then really didn't do Shakespeare for years until I played a female Shylock in The Merchant of Venice.
Yes. Oh wow.
Yeah, and that was set. They actually set that, the Type Fit Theatre Company. We set it in the 60s.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then just carried on doing musicals.
Yeah.
Which, you know, loved. That's my passion, I guess.
And in terms of doing musical theatre pieces, have you done straight acting as well?
Mainly musicals.
Yeah.
Apart from, you know, the Shakespeare
that
I did. Musicals.
Yeah. So Nikki is just saying hi, lovely Josie. Lovely to see you. So tell us, what is your favourite musical?
Oh, wow, there's a lot. And you're always discovering them as well.
Yeah.
You know, but I would say one that always, you know, really gets my heart pumping and always wells me up is Ragtime. I just love it. I love the music. It just really, really touches me. You know, there are some scenes in that, like the funeral scene, and the scene where he's trying to call Sarah downstairs to take him back. Just beautiful, really sort of just very moving moments, and beautiful, wonderfully written as well. Yeah, and very relevant. You know, with the subjects it touches on, very relevant today, just as relevant as it was back then. Yeah. You know?
And I want to, I mean, in terms of like building character, and I mean, I've seen you turn around roles in a week or even days. How is that possible? How is that possible? So amazing.
You've just got to let go and just embody that character. I was thinking about it the other day, actually, and I was thinking about the various characters that I've played, and I'm definitely one of those performers who will take that character into my everyday life, to see how they live.
Oh wow!
Some people find that a bit cheesy. Do you know what I mean? Some people prefer to just learn the script, just do it on stage. Okay, that's enough. But for me, I need to you know, for instance, the last show I did was Fame, and I played Miss Sherman, who was
well, Nikki is just saying, great actress, singer, loved Fame, and an amazing athlete. I want to see Ragtime now. Lovely, Nikki.
Oh, bless you.
And Amanda Barlow is saying, hello, Josie.
Hey, Amanda.
You're an Amazon Jungle legend. So good to see you live. Hello from fellow Crazy Jungle marathoner. Oh, that's wonderful.
Bless her.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was playing Miss Sherman, I would go into Sainsbury's, and just, you know, ask the guide, excuse me, have you got any baked beans, please? I need some baked beans. You know, just sort of, you know, just for 5 minutes, just seeing how she would do it. You know?
So very kind of living the experience of the character in real life. That's phenomenal, Josie. And this is what I mean about you. It's that fearlessness that I love in the way that you approach your work, you know, because not many people would have the courage to go outside.
You've got to be unapologetic.
Yeah.
And you've got to be prepared to make yourself look like a complete idiot.
Yes.
You know, the rehearsal process is, you know, it's a special time, and sometimes you can peak in rehearsals. You know, sometimes it's just all about the rehearsals and everything that you discover and you find in there. And just don't be afraid to make yourself look really stupid as you're discovering that character and what works best.
Yeah.
You know? As long as you've got it together by, you know, opening night.
Opening night. So, Josie, I mean, now come on. Like, you know, we're talking about finding your personal best from stage to trail. I mean, 39. I mean, you're a trailblazer, like 39 marathons.
But do you know what, Nadine?
What?
It's actually 40.
No.
I forgot. The last marathon I did was the Richmond Marathon.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one. Do you know what? I forget if that was the last. I think that was the last one. Anyway, I know I've done 40. I'm going to be doing my first in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be filming it. I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to have a crew of 2 people, just in case I get into trouble, you know, health-wise. And I'm looking for a trail. I think I'm going to do the South Downs. I'll be socially distancing the whole time, because the trail I'm going to find, there's not going to be anyone out there. But I will have a crew, a couple of people who will meet me every, say, 5 miles. And I'm going to get that 26.2 miles done. Because by now, normally I would have signed up for my 41st marathon. But obviously, sadly, you know, like the gyms, the theatre, the marathons, everything has stopped for now. But I need to run that distance. You know, that's what I do. That's my therapy. That's what I love. And my goal is to reach 100 marathons before I'm 100. So I'm on 40. So I need to get going.
Marjorie is saying, hello, good to hear advice that works in all genres, even recital work. And Aniko is saying, don't be afraid to make yourself look stupid when you're finding that character, Josie Benson. I love it. Thank you. I'm glad you got something from that. Yeah. So, where did this marathon obsession start?
I know, it's bizarre. I mean, it's like in my 20s and 30s, if you'd have said to me, oh, you're going to be a marathon runner, you're not going to be elite, you know, but you're just going to find that distance doable and you're going to do a lot. I'd have said, no, that's not for me. No, you've got me mixed up with someone else. But then when I turned 40, I was in a production of Sweeney Todd at the Adelphi Theatre with the amazing Imelda Staunton and the amazing Michael Ball playing Sweeney. And it was just a group of very special, unique people. And whilst doing that show with them, I decided that I wanted to run my first marathon. Because when I turned 40, society and a lot of people started to tell me, oh, it's all uphill from now on, you know, get your Zimmer frame ready. And I was like, what? I'm only 40, I'm not 88, you know. So I signed up for the Brighton Marathon and did it in 4 hours 45. But after a couple of days, I felt like I can go again. So, so I just kept doing them, and like 6.5 years later, I'm on my 40th. In 2014, that's where the amazing Amanda comes in, who's online with us now.
Yeah.
She ran the Jungle Marathon, I think, a few years before me.
What are the Jungle Marathons? What are they?
The Jungle Marathon is one of the toughest multi-stage races in the world. So you run 6 marathons in 6 days. On day 3, you do 2 marathons.
No.
Day. Yeah, so you're like running through the night. And it's in the Brazilian Amazon jungle. And you're in like some virgin territory, and you're running alongside jaguars. Like you're in their home. You've got to swim through 200-meter lakes, which are full of anacondas and electric eels and caiman. And it's really dangerous and it's really risky, and you're crazy to do it. But I got it done, and I was the winning female.
What?
Not because I was exceptionally fast, just because I was the only one who didn't get any blisters on my feet. So, I was relatively okay. Like nothing. I didn't even get bitten. But that just inspired me to carry on. And I did another multi-stage race in 2016, which was the Grand to Grand, all through the Grand Canyon, Arizona, Zion County. And it just gives you the opportunity to see a very, very beautiful parts of the planet where your average tourist wouldn't normally be able to go because of the terrain and what have you. So I feel really blessed to have been able to do those, and more in the future.
Wow.
Definitely more.
Nikki's saying, are you two going to give us a song midway during a 175 multi-day ultra? Josie sang for us all. Oh,
but do you know what? When I was in the depths of the Amazon jungle, a lot of time you're on your own. People taper off in front and behind, and you could be on your own for hours.
Wow.
And so I just started singing, and I think I was singing something from Phantom.
Oh.
And I swear the monkeys in the top of the trees were responding. I was singing. And then when I got to camp at the end of the day, people were like, "Did you hear someone singing in the jungle?" That wasn't the monkeys, was it?
That makes me want to do it.
Brilliant acoustics.
I'm not going to do it.
It's great acoustics in there.
Yeah, absolutely. But it also shows, Josie, how you've used your art form as a way of, because we always talk about, yesterday Rodney and I were talking about having that athleticism and that mental agility as well in what we do. And I feel like you bringing that artistic side of you into what you were doing, into the physical agility, you were turning on the mental agility.
Yes, yeah.
And creating a kind of focus.
Yeah. And it's true. I mean, doing a 2-3 act opera.
Yeah.
That's like running a marathon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vocally, mentally, spiritually. Opera singers are just incredible. You are athletes.
Yeah, but so are you, Lisa. You, just as Rodney and I were talking about this yesterday, and we were saying you guys are exactly the same. Like, we're all in equal standing in terms
absolutely
of how we do our work.
Yeah,
and actually, that's what we were, came to a conclusion of yesterday. That the same kind of. The same authenticity and craft is demanded of us.
Yeah, you have to have that endurance.
Yeah, exactly.
That ability, that stamina.
Yeah,
to get through. It's the same if you're a straight actor, if you're doing that.
Yes.
And dancers, I'm always just in awe of dancers.
Yes.
It's like dancers are like they're doing a HIIT session, a high intensity interval training HIIT session. Yeah. But for 2.5 hours.
Yes, exactly.
Normally you do it for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They do it for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's incredible.
So I'm getting all these comments here. I'm just going to read some of them. They're saying, work with Michael Ball and Imelda Staunton and Sweetie Todd. How wonderful. And it is, like Annika is saying that. And she, Imelda, like, really supported you in doing these marathons, didn't she? She was like, yes.
She did, and the whole cast did.
Yeah,
you know, I did it for the NSPCC, and they were all so generous. I raised, a good amount of money for that charity.
You raise a lot of money for charity, don't you? Through
so I've done a lot of marathons in the past. Jungle Marathon I did to raise money for the Devas Youth Club, which is one of Wandsworth's largest youth clubs, which I managed for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And the whole point of doing that multi-stage race was to raise enough money so that we could provide gym equipment, and also get young people certified with their level 2 gym instructor course.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because it's a brilliant career route for young people, and it's a career route that I've done myself. Started off as a level 2 and then worked up to level 3 personal training.
Amazing. And then Amanda Barlow is saying, and Josie was the female winner. She is so tough. And Aniko is saying, Jungle Marathon sounds exhilarating, if a bit bonkers. And condos, Jaguars, Brazil, Amazonian. And Aniko is also saying, monkeys in the jungle sang back to you while singing Phantom. Amazing, great acoustics. And Aniko is also saying, mental agility with physical agility, focus. And Bobby Jeffrey saying, hello, Josie, sending love. And both on the same production. And Aniko is saying again, authenticity and craft, stamina, equally in opera and musical theatre. Dancers hit for 2.5 hours. She loves it. So we've got somebody here that really loves what we're kind of discussing, and it's lovely. And guys, if you've got any questions, because we're still going to be going for the next 10 minutes, please give Josie some questions, and if she can answer them, she absolutely will. Okay, so tell us, in terms of you, what changed in your life? Because, I know that we're athletes, our mental agility and our physical agility in the craft that we do is really high intensity, and we have to be really focused in order to deliver, okay? But when you started doing marathons, there must have been some huge changes in your life in order for you to really produce the best of what you do, your personal best. So what changed in your life for you to get at your personal best?
I think what really changed in me was that feeling I got after running the first marathon. And it was that feeling of being reborn.
Wow.
Psychologically, spiritually, and physically. And also the feeling of, if you can get through that 26.2 miles, you can get through anything. And we are all faced with so many challenges, barriers which we need to break through, emotional turmoils, etc. in our lives. All of us are. Some of us every day, some of us occasionally. And running that distance, 26.2 miles, it helps you realign yourself. It enables me to run out that stress. It enables me to understand and remind myself of the simple things in life and the things which are important to me. Family and nature. So that, for me, that's one of the reasons why it's addictive, because at the end of each race, I wake up the next day and I feel reborn. I really do. I feel re-energized, and that's why I keep doing it. And also, and you'll know this as a performer, when you have that sense of camaraderie. And some of the people I have met when I've run these marathons are just the most incredible human beings on the planet. I think it was the 38th or the 39th marathon I run. It was the Seville Marathon in Spain. And they give you your race photo at the end of the race. So I was looking at my race photo and I saw the picture of me. Then behind me, there was this really tall, very thin, elegant looking black guy. And I looked down, he had no shoes on. I'm like, so I Googled his number, his race number, and he runs marathons with no shoes on. That's just his thing, you know. And he does it, something to do with being connected to the earth, and it's about global warming and what have you. But every marathon he runs with no shoes on. And you just meet these amazing people. And sometimes you'll connect with them whilst you're running, maybe just for 30 seconds or for 5 minutes, you'll run together and they'll say, I'm running, you know, for someone in my life who was dear to me, who I lost, or I'm running for myself or what have you. And it's just, yeah, it's amazing. I remember one of the London marathons I've run a few of them, there was a guy dribbling a football non-stop. He was faster than me as well. He was dribbling a football for 26.2 miles.
Wow.
I mean, that's amazing.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
It's just incredible. That level of focus.
Yeah. And some of the things people wear, and, you know, people who are in wheelchairs as well, people who are guiding someone who is blind.
Yeah.
And they do this for, you know, 4 to 6 hours non-stop.
Yeah.
It's just very inspiring. The human spirit.
Yes. Oh, so beautifully put.
It's amazing.
I've got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you might not be able to answer this one, so don't feel like you have to. So Nikki is saying, why doesn't Josie come to Atacama Desert, challenge with Eve, start Mason, Cheryl, Trempana and I next year? We have deferred from next year. Also, what is your next show? Yeah, so they Atacama, Atacama. Who is that? Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Yeah. Nikki is you've got some amazing athletes on here. Nikki is an amazing marathon runner and ultra marathon runner. And we met at the Grand in the Grand Canyon. Yeah. So she's been asking me to do this for a while now. I want to do it. I do. Logistics of work and, you know, but yeah. Okay. And what is your next show? Do you know what your next show is? No, not at the moment. No. Okay. I mean, due to you know the lockdown, everything is on hold for now. Yeah. Yeah. But we will. The curtain will rise again. It will. Absolutely. It will. And Aniko is saying, how interesting. You also recommend personal training as a great secondary job next to performance in a portfolio career. Do you have any portfolio career advice for young people just starting out? I work with musical theatre students. Yes. Well, for musical theatre students, keep watching. Yeah. You know, obviously at the moment we can't, you know, actually physically go to the theatre, but immerse yourself. Yes. With plays. Yeah. Don't just stick to musicals either. Yes. You know, immerse yourself, educate yourself. Yeah. And watch as much as you can online, you know, read as well. Yes, yeah. And learn about yourself. Yes. You know, and what you can give, you know, to characters. Yeah. And just don't be deterred by knockbacks. Yeah. Because that will happen. Yeah. You know, gain that thick skin. Yeah. And it doesn't hurt also to have another career. And I don't like the term fall back on. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Fall into. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. Yeah. Have many strings to your bow. Yeah. That makes the, you know. Yeah, I was saying harmonious chord. Yeah, I was just saying that yesterday, that we all have our own Michelangelo in us. You know, we can do as many things as we want to do, you know, as long as we stay focused in the thing that we're doing at the time. Yes. You know, that is it, you know. And also I'm always open to, you know, I have people, especially on Instagram, who contact me from all over the world. Yeah. And I'm more than happy for people to contact me, and if there's any questions that I can answer. Yeah. Sometimes I can't, you know, but I'm here. Talk to me. Yeah.
You know, I'm approachable.
Yes, you are, absolutely. And I loved what you're saying about get to know yourself as a performer.
Mm.
I spent loads of years in therapy, and I had no problem with that. But it's also why I also trained as a coach as well, because
Yeah.
I knew that the more I know about myself and the more places that I'm willing to go with inside myself, the more I'm going to honor the characters that I actually play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I believe we can't take people as any further than we're willing to go.
Yes.
Now, and we need to take the audience somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Years ago, I was in a show, and someone said to me, I was kind of like a young rookie, and someone said to me, "You're a wonderful singer. Now anchor your acting."
Yes.
And for a long time, I didn't get what she meant.
Yes.
Like, you know, and then I realized, and what she meant was, you know, let go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anchor it, you know, sit in that.
Yeah.
And it's only when I started to let go and I wasn't afraid of what people were going to think if I messed up, that it started to,
And I can testify
improve.
because you are fearless on stage. So tell us, in terms of tips, what 3 tips have you got around running marathons, etc., etc.?
I think if people are thinking about getting into fitness and adopting a healthier lifestyle, just be patient.
Yes.
You've got to be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. And
can I just say, like, around the patience thing, that Josie is actually my personal trainer. And I see her every single day. She sees me at 7:30 a.m. and on a weekday, and at 11:45 on weekends. I have been in lockdown not lockdown, safe at home. Every time I hear that word, it comes back into my thing. I've been safe at home for 12 weeks. And well, I'm on week 8 or 9 now. And it means then that, I'm not moving as much as I would like. So Josie is there with me every single day. And we are moving my body and making my body alive. And I have to say that Josie has had the most amazing patience with me, because I used to struggle with exercise so much. And I went to her before and she was really gentle with me, and then got me into the space where actually I could come back to her and say, okay, now I'm ready. And so we've made huge progress because of patience.
You've improved a lot.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing brilliantly. And it's about, don't take out that humor.
Yes.
There's no point in exercising if the whole time you're miserable, and find something that you enjoy, at least a bit. And perseverance is key. You got to consistency in order to get results. And one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Get your trainers on, get out, just start walking. Walking, and don't give a damn what people think. Okay? No one's laughing at you. No one's looking at you. Maybe they like your trainers. Don't worry about what people think. And if someone's horrible, send them to me. Okay? Because I can't abide that. Really can't. It's like people who feel nervous about going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's for everybody. We're all there to get fit. Okay?
Yeah.
So start by just putting one foot in front of the other. Sweat a little. And lastly, run your own race.
Yeah.
Which is a saying, I always use over and over again, because that can, you incorporate that into your everyday life. Run your own race. With social media, we're bombarded with these images of perfection. Most of them aren't real anyway. But you are beautiful, unique, incredible. Hashtag RuPaul.
Yes, hashtag RuPaul, absolutely.
Just run your own race. Do it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, do it for you.
Oh, Josie, you're amazing. Amanda Barlow is just saying, sending lockdown love from Australia, Josie.
Lots of love to you, Amanda.
So I've got a bit of a cough there. And Annika is just saying, thank you, immerse yourself, watch as much possible. So she's just saying what you've said before, which is great to have in the chat. And Nikki is saying, well, you look gorgeous. Marjorie Uvery is saying, you two are so disciplined. So are you, Marjorie, if I remember rightly.
But not always.
Yeah, exactly.
We're human. We're not robots.
Yes.
So there are days when I'm not.
Yes, okay? And there are days when I'm not as well.
But the beautiful thing about life is there's always another day.
Yeah, exactly.
Start again.
And have you found, Josie? I found when I'm having a tough day, you know, I'll ring someone up and do what I call busting myself. And I'll say, I really don't want to do this, but I know I have to do this. And somebody will go, get on with it.
Yes.
And I don't know, just by somebody saying that, it just makes you want to go. You just go, okay, there's somebody on my side. Come on, let's go. Let's just get it done. And you always feel so much better when it's done.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, just never forget to pick up the phone, you know.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to, you know, send me DM me and ask me some questions, you want a bit of inspiring motivation, I'm here.
Yeah. Oh, Josie, you're amazing. It's been so wonderful to have you. Lena Christmas is just saying this is inspirational. And Aniko is saying, oh my God, I've lost it all now. You're lapping gal on the couch. You're lapping the gal on the couch. And yeah, Lena Christmas is saying inspirational. Josie, you've just been so wonderful. It's so wonderful to speak to another artist who does something so extreme, you know, like bringing the body to that extreme, but just showing your pure love and joy for fitness. And you're one of the people that has really inspired me and changed how I feel about moving my body and getting back in touch with my body, and just seeing the differences that I've had in my body since working with you is just absolutely incredible. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Tomorrow we have the phenomenal Susan Bullock, soprano, who will be here with us tomorrow. I'm so excited because she's phenomenal. She's going to be really talking about you know, no distractions and staying focused. So I think that's really relevant at this time. So can I ask, Josie, just before we leave, do you have any final thoughts for our wonderful selves?
Final thoughts. Well, I was thinking the other day I ran up to Alexandra Palace.
Yes.
And beautiful view across the whole of London. Yeah, and I quickly got on my Instagram, take a story. And then I ran off. And I thought, Josie, you didn't actually stop to look. Wow. I didn't actually stop to look. And I guess that is my, you know, what I'm saying to everyone is, don't forget to stop and look.
Yeah.
Yeah? At what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stop and look occasionally.
Oh, you're just... Oh. You're fantastic. You've just been
inspired. As are you.
And I've learned so much from you and along the years. And I just think you are an incredible artist. I just really do. And I thank you for all the love, the encouragement and the support that you're willing to give to the world so it can be a better place. And your sheer fearlessness, I tell you, if they could put it in the Guinness Book of Records, it would be something to follow, I tell you. So thank you so much. And everybody is just saying, Susan is saying, what an amazing lady. Stay safe both. Annika is saying, haven't stopped smiling the whole time. You're both so inspiring. And Lena Christmas is saying, stay safe, stay well. So everybody, thank you so much. We've loved being here with you this morning. Please be with us tomorrow. We'd love to see you tomorrow. Take care now. Thank you so much, Josie. You rock.
Thanks, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See you. Take care.